1997, October 1st, the End Day, when savage war engulfed the world and civilization was destroyed. This year I want to talk about my end day for Gintama. Just recently I ran into someone whose opinions I otherwise really respect, who unfortunately likes Gintama. And I've met many people like this, and in fact, reviews for Gintama tend to be generally excellent. Yet, this show, it has one major problem. The comedic timing and delivery and execution are all really bad. The show has a lot of things that I want to like about it, so I have no ill feelings towards this show, other than it being bad. The characters seem really cool. For example, like Elizabeth, the girl in the duck suit who carries a sign around. She seems like, in theory, a hilarious character. And, the main character has this lazy, sarcastic thing going on. There's some masochist girl. The whole cast seems really cool. It has a lot of episodes. It makes fun of other anime. Things that I generally see, I generally like these things in anime. But Gintama, just because of the comedy sense, is bad. And it's not just specifically Gintama's fault here. You see the same problems throughout all of Japanese media. Other anime, movies, TV shows, etc. Even live comedy shows. Same kinds of problems. Here's how Gintama generally delivers jokes. You have one person telling the joke, and then you have another person reinforcing the joke. That's what I like to call it, punchline reinforcements. Reinforcing the punchline generally means that you repeat the punchline in a very exaggerated and exasperated manner, like, "Oh my god, did you tell a joke? Why, you joke teller, you telling jokes like that?" Then they proceed to explain the punchline, the best part of any comedy, explaining the punchline, and then scolding the main character for having the gall to tell a joke like that. In particular, in this show, it's like the guy in the glasses is always playing this role, and it's really fucking annoying. So yeah, Gintama, I watched 20 episodes on Crunchyroll. This was like 10 years ago, I think, and I just gave up at that point. Like, I think I've seen what this show has to offer. I could continue watching it and continue to be disappointed. And I was at that line where if I did force myself to continue to watch the show, I would certainly come across hating it. This happens sometimes in anime where I want to drop a show, but I think, nah, there's some value to continue watching this. Other people like it. If I keep watching this, maybe I'll understand it too. Maybe I'll like it too. But in almost every case, it just makes me hate the show. Like, detest the show in a visceral sense. And I don't want that from Gintama. I want to like the show. I want to, encourage people to watch the show because maybe they'll like it, but I just don't. And, sometimes I'm turning on the TV in Japan, come across a little bit of an episode here or there, and I just run into the same problems. Punchline reinforcement, ruining jokes, and in general, the show just doing a lot of reference dropping I get the references, but it's just not presented in an interesting way. You have the main character, for example, he's lying back on his couch reading Shonen Jump, something that should be funny, except they repeat this all the time, and then he's reading like Bleach or something. He's like, "Oh, man, this is so cool. This guy has a bankai. I wish I had a bankai." And that's the joke. Just reference dropping without any real, comedic punch to it. So there you go. Gintama, I'm probably never going to watch it again. If I do end up watching it again, I'll probably end up hating it, but there is a slight possibility, I guess, because there are live action movies and other things that people might convince me to watch, but I'm still, it's the end for me, probably.